What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and welcome back to the Dirty Road to Glory, where we're building different squads, we're progressing through divisional play, we're talking that trading method, that trading tip hype, and you know the gameplay is on display, skill move sessions. And before I jump into the FIFA goodness, if you need Ultimate Team coins cheap and instant servers, down below, justfifacoins.com. Use Dirty for 5% off, and hold on, wait just a minute. We got codes, we got games, all of the above at G2A. It's also in the description. Dirty, get you a discount. Let's go. Here we are, kickstarting another episode with a free pack courtesy of EA Sports. I can't complain. I'll take the additional profit. And if you guys enjoy the content, it takes a lot of time for me to go ahead and generate some trading tips, some gameplay, some razzle dazzle, crazy commentary in every single Road to Glory installment. And you might notice some trading. You got a couple shadow chemistry styles in the mix. And I did sell off all of the Liga 1 side. We're making big moves in this episode. I mentioned it in the previous installment that I was going to look to probably shift into a new league, and that's exactly what we're doing. And I implied it. We sold off everybody but Big Meech. I couldn't get rid of him. He's been putting in so much serious work. I don't want to knock Big Meech out of the bench or out of some sort of role in my squad, at least at this point. And you see we got the Ramos, Huntelaar partnership. But back to the trading real quick. Using chemistry styles, you pick them up on open bin. I like to do it overnight. You got Shadow, Engine, and Hawk. All three of those work well. And then you're going to sell them. Buy it now for 200, 300, 400 coins higher. And guess what? People are going to make that purchase. A lot of people aren't sure what is a good price, what is a bad price. As we get a nice little chip from Huntelaar to start things out. Woo! Showing his class in front of goal. 1v1, I'm very confident with Huntelaar. I know he doesn't have the pace, but I'm a big fan of him in real life. I always give him more playthrough than he might deserve in FIFA, but he has treated me well. If you can figure out how to use him, how to get the most out of him, whip in some crosses, make sure he gets the ball in positions where he can put it into the back of the net. His finishing has always been impeccable. But on the trading, I only maybe traded 2 or 3 of the chemistry styles just to show you guys an example. If you want to sit there, try to buy 20. 25 and then resell. And I love showing you guys demonstrations of guaranteed profit. I feel like it's guaranteed profit. It just takes more time, and that's how a lot of my trading tips are. I go for the sure thing as opposed to the risk, and therefore I get a consistent income, a consistent profit, but I don't usually hit it big. But that's just my trading techniques. As we do get a rage quit, Huntelaar with a hat trick. Hey, the Hunter is ready and rolling. I think I even picked him up off the market with an engine trait. That's another great way to get your value back on players. If you can pick them up, somebody lists them without thinking twice, and they already have a chemistry style applied, you're always going to be able to resell them for the coins you pretty much got them for, if not even a little bit more, as long as you did a decent job. And look at that own goal. I'm just going to credit Huntelaar with that, but wow, that is some good fortune. Missed time tackle, rolls into the back of the net. And the latency bar is back if you're on the PS4 or if you're on the Xbox One. And what kind of goal was that? My man. Woo! Love that from De Bruyne. 5-star weak foot, and he shows you every bit of class there. Back corner. The keeper can only do what? Watch. And there we have it. 2 rage quits in 2 games. I like that. And I want to talk to you guys about scrolling lineups. When you go into matches, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there is a scrolling lineup instead of the radar for the first 4 or 5 minutes of games. And that's really frustrating for me because sometimes big important things happen in those first 4 or 5 minutes. But you can go to game settings and you can adjust it yourself, the visuals, you can turn it off, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about real brief. If you guys could drop a comment and let me know what kind of changes should I make to this squad as we do concede the opener. What would you like to see happen in the next episode? Talk to me. I'm always open for feedback, suggestions. You guys know that I take everything into consideration. I got back to everybody's comments recently. I'm pumped up about that. I always like to interact with all the viewers as we do get the equalizer. And Ramos is not to be taken lightly. Don't doubt Ramos. I also went with the Romania Maxim as I decided I'd try another rip with De Bruyne from distance. Didn't quite bounce my way. I didn't fill up the back of the net. I didn't fill up the cup. And here we go with Huntelaar. And if all you need is body feints and ball rolls, life is going to be okay. I don't know how that ended up being a save. 1-1 halftime. I still feel like I'm in control. And that's what you want to feel. When you're able to move the ball, the rhythm is going your way. And look at Adler. Wow. That save. That's incredible. But we were working it around. Trying to get Ramos the ball. Huntelaar, usually that'll find the back of the net. But unfortunately, today was not the day. Or at least it seems that way. Classic body feint, and there we have it. 2-1, 87th minute. we're closing out matches. We're making things happen. The defense was okay for me for the majority of this video. However, I'm foreshadowing some problems. Alright, I'm foreshadowing some issues. This last game, I've never played a game of FIFA 15 quite like this one, as we are working on the second squad, and that's what I wanted to show you, the fitness team. I picked up Helton, I picked up Resma, I also got the 5-star Skiller, the silver left winger. That's where I took my winnings from, progressing from division, I think we're going from division 8 to division 7 in this EP, and now we've got a squad ready and rolling. And I went with the Portuguese league. You guys saw I was working on it in the last episode, and look at this 5 at the back. Oh my goodness, Sal, Callejon, and Giovinco, that was very hard to deal with. And I started out really poorly. Helton might have to go. I hadn't complained about any goalkeepers, and I loved Helton last year. The Brazilian was everything I could ask for. I actually thought he was the best Brazilian goalkeeper. But as you saw with that first parry, and it's not even going to get better. We get the equalizer, and this guy with 5 at the back, very terrible at defending, which usually means at best they are an average attacker. However, this guy was roasting and toasting all over me. I could not stop him. He was really good with a close dribble, which is something very rare, and I don't talk very positive about this maneuver as we get another equalizer. Look at Martinez. Oh, that was disgusting. So the close dribble is when you're holding LB and you're dribbling. It's very close to the player. Typically, it's easy to tackle. However, in FIFA 15, he's the first person I've noticed that really did a good job with it. He's going from very slow dribbles to fast dribbles, and once you're in full stride in FIFA 15, you look terrible. You can't stop your opponent from running at you sometimes. And I don't know if I just had an off game defending, but I was not able to stop his front three at all. This is a back and forth match. We do draw a penalty kick just before halftime, 45th minute. Boom, boom, 3-3. And if you guys have been watching my videos, this is just not the type of matches I take part in. I am valuing myself on the defensive end. In fact, in this series, prior to this EP, or prior to this match, I had conceded or been averaging under a goal per match in terms of conceding. So I've been on point. And look at that. There's a lot of close dribble action. And then Helton, what are you doing, Helton? What are you doing? Oh, that's so frustrating. I gave up 2 goals where he had very poor shots. And the keepers don't parry the ball out wide. I don't know who taught them to parry it up the middle, but it seems to be happening constantly in FIFA 15. I've seen a lot of wagers, and that's just a bad way to go out. And I didn't think I was going to get this back into action. I draw kind of a weird penalty kick. I'd say I got lucky. I'd already lost the ball, but he made a very odd challenge, and here we have it. A little stutter. He did get a red card off that as well. It doesn't really dictate the result. The penalty was given. And Resma's going to knock it home. I was happy about his performance. I can't really get mad. I had 5 goals. It's all about the defense. And I think going from the 4-2-2 into that 4-3-3, I was still playing it similar to a 4-2-2, and I didn't do a good job on the defensive end. I didn't really want to make adjustments. I wanted to play around with it, and I wasn't able to crowd the midfield very well. However, I still got a decent record, 13-2-2. I want to keep that going. 55% possession. We got 80% pass accuracy, 28 plus goal difference. This ain't that bad. It ain't too shabby, and I really want to get my goals over 3 a game. And I'm liking the second squad. I know it didn't perform that well, but I think I can get used to it. And having the skillers, oh, it's going to make for some entertaining videos. I can already see that happening. And I'm just showing you guys all the guys that I just picked up. I really recommend Berami. I think he's a great CDM option. Jansen is a fantastic left back. Some of the non-rares didn't link up that well for me, though, in some of the defensive outlets. But if you can get the CDMs to chase back, life is going to be alright. If you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Dirty Mike USA. Subscribe if you're new, and I have a lot more content come for you ASAP.